Hey guys, and welcome to Two Beards Podcast. Today,
Sounded like you said popcast.
I did.
Welcome to this week's SodaCast.
Got some bubblies. I'm ready. What are we drinking today, Lovey? Nice job.
We are drinking the Fresh Hop Crikey IPA.
I'm surprised you could read that. It's kind of small.
Or Crikey Fresh. To me, it should be the Crikey Fresh Hop.
Yeah, I thought that too. I think
Fresh Hop
I
Crikey.
think that's what I named our notes. Yes, I named our notes Crikey Fresh Hop.
You're wrong.
But it's what we want.
This is by Reubens.
Yeah,
One of Nick's favorite breweries.
definitely.
Hey man, you talked him up for about 4 seconds there.
I did, and I stand by that the Crikey IPA is still pretty good. Just not as good as my first encounter with it. I don't know what happened. My first encounter was like, maybe I was having some shit beer, and then I had this. I was like, dang, that was good.
It also happens when you're just not paying attention to what the beer tastes like, and you're like, yeah, it was good beer.
That was,
but then you
thing.
sit down at the podcast and you break a beer down. And you're like,
that was another thing. The first time I bought it, we were just playing Warzone all night. I think that's exactly what happened. And then literally when we podcasted it, you were like, yeah, that makes sense.
you have a couple good games, you have a couple of beers,
Yeah,
4 or 5, and you're like, man, that was a good beer.
yeah.
Then you're sober, drained from work all day.
Yeah.
You arrive just tattered clothing to the podcast, and you're like, man,
It's a bit rude and specific.
I'd have a beer. And you're like, this ain't it,
This ain't it.
Chief.
I'd have one in this, ain't it? Yeah. So we have the fresh hop variety version of it this time. And I wanted to do a side-by-side, but I didn't care enough to go out and buy it. So here we are. And we will see.
I mean, we could pull up our last notes. That's something.
Yeah, we can.
That's something I have the ability to do.
That is tangible for sure. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. You have a lot, and don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it.
What are you on about?
Is this your... I don't know if you're trying to utilize all this now. So hear me out. On my phone, I have 20 billion tabs.
Yeah.
Do you also translate that over to your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we're good. No,
Why
I have nothing else to say.
Why would you close
I
a
have
tab?
nothing else to say.
So, you rated it a 4. It's pretty high.
That's pretty high, actually.
That's great.
There's no fucking way with our new scale that I agree with that.
That's on the new scale.
Because here, no, it is not. Look to the right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And look how far down it. That's 3 down. Whereas
Yeah.
now it'd be one of the top tiers. And I don't agree with that.
4 is up there, dude.
That is up there, and I don't agree with it. I feel like now is just
Yeah.
off the cuff. I would probably go a 3.5. But
Sure.
that's just a guess.
Bits and bobs. We didn't.
We did not bits and bobs. It's not bits and bobs.
What did we do here?
Because I said, "Oh, dude, the Crikey is the super cluster," and you're like,
right.
"No, it fucking isn't."
And then we learned it.
It
no,
isn't.
wasn't. No, it isn't.
And we didn't write any notes because that was
Got it.
all we learned was no, it isn't.
Got it.
Yeah, good stuff. It was because I had got it confused. I think it was the 12th of Never that I was actually thinking of.
Haven't done an episode. Maybe you should get a 12th and never to pair with this.
Maybe. Don't know.
Kind of hard beer to find, to be honest.
That's true. Yeah.
Haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. That might be seasonal. I don't know.
know.
Anyways, let's drink this one. It's been too long since I've not had a sip. Smells good. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
It's a Simcoe hop.
That sure is, isn't it?
I'm a fan. I like Simcoe.
Yeah, no, you do.
You're not as big of a fan.
I'm not. I'm not sold yet. I think I need some more.
Yeah.
You know, good thing we got more. And by got more, I mean just another drink.
I like it because it's like not incredibly citrusy. Like the citrus is there, but it's not like overwhelming. And then it's just like kind of like this bitter.
It's quite bitter. Do you have the
It's
other
like more
notes?
It's like more grapefruit than it is like orange.
Yeah, that's
It's like a little tart, a little bitter, but like and citrusy, but it's not like
it's not an orange.
no.
Yeah,
Like Citra is like an orange.
I'm curious on what the IBUs are on. Oh, is it? Oh, the other one's more. Is it by one? Is it 52? 50? Yeah, weird. There's no fucking way, right?
I don't know. So the Crikey that we said was pretty clear, piss yellow, little wispy head.
Sure.
I could be swayed to say that this is more orange than a piss yellow.
Oh, absolutely.
But
The color is different.
Yeah. Smell, watermelon, kiwi, tropical, floral. I didn't get that on this.
Oh, God.
I got hoppy.
It's been a while. I got hoppy.
I got more hops.
Going in for a third dip.
I can't smell out of my right nostril, and it's really throwing me off. So you're going to have to get the nuance here.
I could see kiwi.
Okay.
I don't think
Kiwi berries
I
on
think,
your mind?
Yeah, maybe. I think the watermelon must be lost amongst the extra hops and the freshness. But it's just very like hop aroma going on there. I'm not really getting any like other specific scents.
We described this as crisp and light. I don't think I would use either of those. I mean, maybe a little. It's pretty medium.
This is why I fucked up, and I wanted to have them side by side.
Well, I'm just looking at our notes here. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying is that because like I
I'm
want to see
saying-
how much they differ.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I guess you could just say I'm assuming we weren't lying there, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
But it'd be nice to like actually taste it.
Could be wrong.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we would just have different opinions now
Yeah.
about that. So, I don't know.
But any case, right? Like I'm just
I do for a fact remember the other one being lighter and more crisp than this. This one's definitely more of a fuller body. So that's interesting. Because it really just tastes like a different beer, in my opinion, from what I'm remembering.
And we said the other one's Mosaic E. That sounds like something you would say.
Something like something you would fucking say. Because you were like getting off on Mosaic for a while, bro.
No, well, getting off as in I didn't like it.
No.
And I'm still skeptical.
Not even facts at all.
True.
You fucking
True.
got off on that shit.
No.
Didn't we fucking put Mosaic in our beer because you wanted it?
Yeah.
Exactly. You got off on it's okay to admit
No.
you got off on
No.
it for a bit there.
No.
You sure did.
No, you want to know what happened?
No. All right, now I do. What?
I was wrong
Okay.
about what I thought it tasted like.
Okay.
And I manned up and admitted that. And I was like, actually,
I think now you're admitting it.
no, I did then.
I don't remember that.
This is the sketchy episode 6 that is lost to the depths. The way back episode 6.
But again, we put it in our beer. So what are you talking
No,
about?
I know. I'm saying this is when all of this went down. Episode 6 was me realizing I was wrong about what Mosaic had tasted like.
But
It was like a whole conversation
that's fair. But since then, why a year later do you want it in our beer?
because we were smelling the hops, and I was like, "Yeah, let's put some Mosaic in it."
Mm.
I'm not against Mosaic anymore. I'm just like I'm saying there was a time where Mosaic was like a hot topic.
Oh, okay.
I was wrong and was like, "Yep,
got it.
you're right."
I see.
And then I was like, "I'm fine with Mosaic,"
I get it now.
and now I'm
you're fine.
I'm a fan of Mosaic.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not
You're not getting
not my
off on
favorite.
it. Like, yeah.
like Simcoe. I get off on.
Yeah. A
You
little
know.
bit now. And then like
occasionally I'll get off on a Zaka.
And then like a year from now, you'll be like, I was wrong about Simcoe.
Wakatu though, I'm
we're about that right now.
So hard over Wakatu.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I know nothing about it, and someone would be like, "It's this," and I'd be like, "No, you're wrong," because this is what I taste in every beer that I've known that has had it. I would love, honestly, even just for science, I would love to buy a little package of Wakatu hops and
eat them.
Yes.
So on the Crikey IPA non-fresh hop, they say hop profile led by notes of citrus, pine, and tropical fruit. Citra, Amarillo, Simcoe, Centennial, Mosaic, and Azaka hops.
Do people have a problem pronouncing Crikey? I feel like it's a common thing.
You think? How do you think they pronounce it? Because they say how to pronounce Crikey. They make a thing of it. How do you think that they've heard it incorrectly? Because like
Crikey,
maybe
I would assume it's Crikey. That's all I could see. But when I see that,
I think they're trying to steer you away from using the Australian pronunciation.
Cry.
Yeah, Crikey.
But like, what else does like?
No, I'm with you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out. Because I just feel like that's exactly what I thought it was. It's just like an expression, like an exclamation.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it had some other weird actual definition that they meant for their beer, because Australians just use it as what it fucking is. But
Crikey.
Yeah, again, Crikey is the only other thing that I could see it. And
I don't know.
Like, do you think people like kept going to their tap room like, grab the Crikey IPA? And they'd be like, no, but I'll get you a Crikey. I don't know. There's a lot of dumb fucks out there. I guess it could happen. But I just don't know how dumb fuck you can be when you see that word. It's just obvious. Like, I just feel like it's a known word.
Now I want to go there and call it the Crikey IPA, though.
Oh, I can't wait to do that now. No, that's funny, though. Yeah, people are stupid, but...
All of the Crikey? No, it's Crikey.
I
don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I know. I know what I buy.
I've
had this before.
I know words good.
I've had this before.
On your website, it specifically says Crikey.
I just have to agree that you're wrong. No, it's pretty good. I can definitely say I like this more than the normal one, based off of my remembrance.
So far, I am a fan.
And no, that does not mean I'm going to rate it higher than a 4. Because that is just wrong with our new scale. So
it'd be a high rating.
A bit of a yikes. I would
big ol' awesome.
Yeah, no.
Awesome.
No.
It's got a weird typically we don't go into critiques immediately. We're like a quarter of the way in. But this is our one beer, so I'm just gonna keep going. It's got like a weird soapiness.
I see what you mean, and actually it only hit me like right now. It didn't hit me at first. I think I'm getting used to the beer, so now those other flavors are kind of coming out.
It's like soapy.
It is a little soapy. It's a bit weird.
Like rose petal. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far, but soapy.
Maybe. Well, I'll keep drinking.
Like when you get like a rose flavored something, like a gin that has rose in it, it's like soapy to me. I imagine that's how people like that's the same sensation that people have with cilantro, but they're wrong.
They're super wrong. Cilantro is just spicy and delicious.
Just good.
Absolutely. I don't know. And also, I definitely don't get tropical. There's definitely tropical notes in the normal one. I'm not picking up on those so much with this.
You get pininess.
I do get piney. And the grapefruit was pretty spot on earlier. And it really is just a hoppy boy. I'm amazed that not only, like, I don't know. This is just a lot. Here we go. Sound a little bit like Daddy Joe over here. Okay. This is lower IBUs than the normal one. That is amazing to me. I thought at bare minimum this was going to be higher, or the other normal one would be lower than a 53 IBUs.
It blows my mind that you're still on this.
I just can't get over it, man. I know. Why do people even do it then? If they're just going to be so wrong about it,
I just don't.
It just bugs me. It bugs me. I don't get it.
Like, I've assumed that there's some kind of scientific methodology with the different kinds of acids and alphas and betas and charlies and deltas and
science is wrong.
Echoes and foxtrots and golfs and hotels and Indias and
Indigo.
No, it's India.
It's indigo.
No, it's India.
It's indigo.
What?
Indigo.
Are you sure?
No. I'm about as sure as you are right now.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
What is that? I forget what that language is called.
Alpha numeric or the military alpha. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point. Here we go. Here we go. You're right. Okay.
India.
You're right. Or Lima or Oscar.
Yo, the kilo.
Sick, bro. Oh man. I forgot even know what the fuck you were talking about and how that came up.
Alphas and betas and
there it is.
Acids.
Yep, got it. Acids. Yeah.
And there's probably a scientific method.
No, there's not.
And so I just assume that's the case, and I don't know what I'm on about. So I'm like, who just like it? I don't really care enough to figure out what I'm on about. And if I don't do that, then why the fuck complain? You know?
No.
If I'm gonna go through the effort of complaining, I should go through the effort of learning.
You are underestimating how fun it is to complain. So,
I just, live by a certain set of principles. And one of those principles being, if you are going to complain, you must pair your complaint with a solution. If you do not have a solution for said complaint, shut the fuck up.
Do you want to read some science for a sec?
Science this up.
Here we go. There are several methods to measure IBU. Boom. Right off the bat. Tells you that's why all this shit's fucking different and wrong all the time.
Okay.
The most common and widely used way is through the spectrophotometry. Spectrophotometry.
Don't know what that means. I'm not a scientist.
Yep. Trust me. What's great about that is they don't explain. In this process, hops are boiled. No, they do a little bit. But in this process, hops are boiled in wort to promote isomerization. Since the iso-alpha acids are slightly hydrophobic.
So spectrophotometry is a method to measure how much a chemical substance absorbs light. There you go.
Okay. Since the iso-alpha acids are slightly hydrophobic, a reduction of the pH by adding acid increases the hydrophobicity of the iso-alpha acids.
See, I was right.
You were right. But apparently there's too many methods out there. Everyone's using different ones. Only a lot of people are using the same one.
So, only most of them.
Yeah, you like that?
So it would help you out if they also listed what methodology they used for their IBUs.
Absolutely, because if
they said they had 52 IBUs for spectrophotometry. Yeah, spectrophuck it. For this beer, and then for their normal one, they said we used the same method and got 53. You would be happy because at least there's a standard? Or would you still complain that method clearly does not give an accurate representation of the bitterness?
There it is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the data is wrong. I'm just saying it's not relevant.
So what I hear you saying,
go ahead,
is that they should rename IBUs to the spectrophotometry meter. Mm-hmm. And then in like a little parentheses, they say may have a reflection of bitterness, end parentheses.
Yeah. You could probably come up with a cool acronym for that, but yeah.
See, maybe just like have here's our subjective meter of bitterness.
Yeah, because I just don't like when they call it international bittering unit. That makes me think there is a scale that is very specific and somehow reflects the bitterness accurately.
It should be called like IAUs, right? Like international acidity units or something.
Sure, totally. And then I'll be like, oh, and then like you said, oh, that usually attributes to the bitterness. And I'll be like,
yeah,
I am totally cool with that. Whatever fucking number you give it at that point, I'm like, cool. I'm down. Do that.
I'm gonna be honest. I still just don't really care.
I know you don't, but at least personally, in a practical sense, when I go to a brewery and I see a complete list of beers that I have no fucking clue what they are, I at least can try to go to the IPAs and look at the IBUs, and I go as high as they got them listed. But sometimes, if there's the highest they got is a 30, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And then I try 30, and it tastes like a 60, and I'm like, this is great. I'm glad I picked this. But then I'll try one that has a 40, and I'm like, this tastes like a 20. I'm really pissed that I picked this.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's all. That's the practicality of it.
That's not how I order beer at breweries, but I understand what you are saying.
Right. Well, and to be fair, more often than not, you almost always know at least one or two beers on the list.
Well, and I almost always, if I don't, taste the beer.
That's true too. I don't usually do that. I'll just grab it.
Yeah.
I'll just say fuck it.
I'll taste
and I live with my choice. I'll drink whatever I get. But
depends on if I'm in, like, because we go to breweries often. We drink beers that we know, like, we may or may not like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you on that. Where it's like I'm gonna get a beer. I'm gonna get what I get.
Right.
Don't have any expectation. But if I'm in the mood for something, I'll try something.
Yeah.
You'll just be like, well, I hope this is in the mood I want.
Well, and it depends too. I think a difference between going to a restaurant or a bar and going to a brewery. Yeah. I feel more inclined and like able to try things at a brewery than I do at like a bar or a restaurant.
Yeah, but you're usually not going to see the IBUs of a beer at a bar or restaurant.
Yeah,
you will occasionally.
Yeah, restaurant
on the menu,
but occasionally at some bars. And I think
I'm just saying more often than not.
You're right. Yeah.
And usually the people serving you don't even know.
They have no idea what that is.
What do you have on tap? I think I have a hazy and
yes, that's
and a
hazy
and a half of Weizen.
We do have Bud Light and Miller Lite and Corona, and I'm like, oh, you know that list.
Chill out.
Yeah, relax a little bit. I'm going the other direction, lady. But yeah, it's
or space dust.
Right, an alcohol. Take it.
If you're in Tacoma, it's a space dust. If you're in Olympia, it's a boneyard.
I don't know that I've had a boneyard.
No. That's the one I complain about.
Right. Yeah.
So
probably I've never had it. Probably slap it out of my hands before I ever took a sip.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, thank you.
The more that I consume this beer, the more soapy and weird it gets.
I was gonna say that less I like it.
Yeah.
Kind of glad we only have one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want two of these, actually. Bit depressing because upon first opening, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Excited.
Yeah, I think I like this.
Good fresh hop.
Okay. Nice.
Better still than the 7 Seas.
Yes. Better than 7 Seas. Way better than about half the list last year. But born yesterday, still looking out for you. I know you're coming up real soon.
Celebration.
Hey.
2 beers fresh hop.
Yep. I did see that at Tacoma Boys. And yeah, that's about all I'm like really looking forward to. I'm down to try anything. Like we got that other beer that we're going to do.
You like your pert near?
Love it. Fucking always near it. Pert. Am I right? The best. Give me 2 yesterday, right now.
You'll have to keep your eyes open for... You need to like turn on notifications for Georgetown.
no fuck though, right? Like I need to like have their Twitter notifications and everything like on because that's coming up real soon too.
Like as soon as they send out that tweet, you're gonna be like, I need to go
watch it fucking happen
right now,
like this weekend or next weekend when you're gone.
Yeah, probably. You better get that growler and seal it up.
Don't fucking open it.
Nope. I know you're gonna be tempted.
I'll get 2.
That's fine.
I drink 1 now, and I leave the one sealed.
It's fine.
Like a fucking, I don't know, what are things that are sealed?
Like a sea lion.
Sealed like a sea lion. Fucking leave that sealed like Tim the Tapman's virginity until he turned 21.
Sous vide.
Sealed like a sous vide. That was some nice alliteration there.
Sealed like America during coronavirus.
Oh man. Yeah, this is fine. It's fine. All right. Should we get to it though?
The rating?
Yeah.
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 Okay, look, I'm with you. It's no longer piss yellow. It's definitely more orangey gold, if you will.
I will.
Okay. Anything else on look?
It's like a sunrise, though, not a sunset, you know?
All right, smell?
It's all you.
Hops! And I'm going to go in again. I'm going to go in. Maybe get some little berries. We're going to try, okay? Here we go.
Maybe give it a smink to try to help your smell.
You want to be honest? Yeah, you're gonna think I'm wilding for this one, but
I won't know.
Despite the taste, it's got a pretty tropical smell.
I mean, you said kiwi. Kiwi's pretty tropical, so
yeah. But it's like kiwi pineapple. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I'll trust you.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna go kiwi / pine. Penny apple.
Are you sure you don't just
drop
pine?
No, I don't just mean pine. You fuck.
Okay.
Taste.
Simcoe. A little piney. A little soapy. Medium soap.
Yeah.
Medium soap. It's just weird. I don't know.
No, I'm with you. No, it's super weird.
It's like soapy vegetal.
Yeah, I'll give you herbal.
No, I meant vegetal. Because it's not like an aromatic. It's like an earthy vegetal.
I'll say earthy vegetal. I'm happy with that. Vegetal. Feel?
Medium body.
Yeah. 100%.
It's a little foamy, which probably doesn't add to the soapy taste.
Honestly, though, no, 100%. I was thinking that too.
The texture it does assist in the throwing you off.
Yeah, it kind of kills it.
So, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah. Thoughts? I mean, better than the normal one. Fresh hot better than the normal Crikey IMO. I know you're getting further and further down, you're liking it less and less, but I still think this is probably better than the original. I'm going to get some of the original and you're going to be like, this is fucking the lightest shit on earth.
I know, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
the texture and the soapiness is really throwing me off.
It's kind of two extremes, right? The original one's just like too light and crisp with like even the flavors a little light, whereas this one's just like a thick, soapy boy.
Maybe if, we had this in like proper October, like crisp fall morning October.
Oh, okay.
And you got like a little more thickness, get some of those earthy tones. I probably said the same thing in the fresh hop for 7 Seas, but I don't know. Fresh hop, it's funny because they fall in a weird season. And it's like kind of summer still. And it's like, I want more of a summery beer. I want like a Citra, like happy fun beer. And this is like not that.
I'm with you though. I think something about fresh hops, like in the crisp, cool, like October days, I think some like a lot of the fresh hops like shine in that because it's like, wow, this is a nice like warm beer, but at the same time has these like fresh, juicy, hoppy tones going on. And it's like, it like leaves you thinking of summer, but warms your fall soul.
Yeah.
This one is a little interesting though. And I'm with you. I think just right now, like I'm just not feeling this one on a day like today.
Yep.
But maybe like we're outside.
Maybe in 3 weeks.
Maybe 3 weeks. Maybe. Critiques. Too much soap. Too much soap. So, rating time? It kind of sucks because upon first 2 sips, I would have rated it much higher than I'm rating it right now.
And normally we have 2 beers and we rate on the second one. We're not even done with 1 beer.
It's true.
You would have had 1 beer about.
Sorry? Like right now?
Because these are 16 ounces.
Right, at this point.
You drink 212, so.
Right.
Yeah. I'm ready. This takes so long.
I know, man, because I feel bound
by the money.
I want I want to rate it higher than I feel like I can.
I'll drop by the money. It's fine, dude.
All right, I got it.
Fine.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. You count us down.
3, 2, 1,
3.
And I'm not saying which one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm saying fine.
I knew you were saying fine.
I know. And you wanted to say fine.
But I like it a little better. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I don't think I can say that it's well executed.
Yep.
That was the stipulation. I was like, I don't think I can say that.
No, the reason why it gets put into that fine good category is because, in the description for how we've labeled the categories, fine is, the concept is there, but it's not well executed. Good is solid, concept is there, and well executed. Meaning, if it's a beer that we think like you have a concept for, the flavors make sense, and you execute well against those flavors, you're automatically in the good or above. If you understand what they were going for and they just didn't quite hit it, it's below the good.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is I really think the texture and the soapiness really ruined this beer for itself, where if it was like it's a little soapy, maybe just a minor tweak, then I think it could have even made the great category, 100%. Possibly.
Yep.
But it just became more and more of a problem throughout the beer. And like you said, I mean, we've maybe just finished one 12-ounce beer, not even a full 16, and we're like, yeah, I don't want another one, really. So, he gets what he gets. That is one thing I'll give the normal version of this beer is there was no very clear determining factor of why we disliked it. Not like this, where it's like, oh my gosh, it's just this weird soapiness going on.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just saying, like, I don't remember. We don't have either. Critiques.
Well, that's fair, but so not bit sweet, toppy, light. I mean, it's all good. We probably just didn't like it enough. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like, I think there wasn't anything that was just going for it that was bad. We just didn't like it enough.
We've really refined how we rate beers, and I appreciate that about us.
Absolutely. Again, you look back and you see I rated a 4. It's like,
what does that even mean?
no, that's just so ambiguous, honestly. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
So
now we have thoughts and critiques, and
I love it. No, I'm with you. I totally love it.
An actual scale that has attributable values to them.
It just, yeah. It's not just an arbitrary number.
And a word that's associated with
right.
it.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But hey, we live and we learn, right? I mean, the whole original scale was created just because I was like, I'm drinking too much beer.
We podcast and we learn.
Wow. Look at us.
I will say, maybe the soapiness, you don't get it, or it's not a big deal to you, and you'll probably like this beer more than we did.
Maybe.
Love that for you. Because other than that, I think it's a good beer. I think you should, regardless, I think you should pick it up because it's good fresh hop.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're in the area and you've had the regular one, you should definitely pick it up to at least kind of compare and contrast.
Tell us what you thought.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you've had this beer. Tell us if you said, fuck this beer. Tell us if you love this beer and we're fucking wrong. Cool.
Chill out.
Though. Yeah, like take about 10% off there, bud.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Other than that, we'll see you next week when I get back from vacation.
Totally.